You guys are in your third week in fall camp. I mean, what's out there that you're still wanting to learn about your position group?
Everything. Nothing's done yet. It's an everyday process, and that's important for not only my guys to understand, but I remind myself that too. We're not shutting it down. This isn't 10-year vets. This is every day we got to get better. Every day is a battle.
Maybe flip it around. What have you learned about these guys in just these couple of weeks?
So far, I've been thrilled how hard they've been working. They've come with the approach I want them to come with. Sort of like the question you just asked, they haven't felt like they've arrived. They're coming trying to get better and finding some way to get better each day, and that's the key. As soon as they think they've arrived, we got issues, and that's not the attitude I want to have.
Hey, Jackson, man, what have you seen from him, and kind of what does he need to do kind of going forward to get to the level you want him to be?
I think the biggest thing, he just needs reps. It's at some point for him it's going to click because he's got a lot of tools to work with physically, and he's a sharp kid, but when you're young, you just need reps. You just see it a lot. And the minute you start not thinking about a technique or a skill, then it becomes unconscious. Then you start playing really fast. So for him, it's just all about reps and continuing to progress.
Are Joey and Luke back on the field? Or do you have an idea when you'll get those guys back in practice?
Joe's working in a little bit now. We got to be a little bit careful with him, but he took a bunch of reps today. And Luke's kind of a day-by-day process, so we're just kind of waiting for him to get the clearance. But he's been in meetings, staying sharp, so he's doing a good job.
And you added a transfer, Zach Schlager. I know he's enrolled and stuff at Nebraska. As a walk-on, what's he going to bring coming to Nebraska as a scholarship guy that's walking on here?
Schlager is, a guy as a senior in high school. I think he was a really good athlete. He was a multi-sport guy, a guy in Nebraska that you always kind of keep your eye on. I know down at UCF, we would kind of look at him down at UCF a little bit, then obviously got the job here. And, we're thrilled that he's decided to come back home, which would be a really cool deal.
Is he going to be a pretty valuable scout team guy, just having that kind of guy around for a year sitting out?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anytime you get a good player that wants to come play for you, you get excited about it, and he's going to help us in a lot of areas.
Hey, Barrett, how have you seen the guys just handle the kind of being the third week or going into the third week of fall camp and, kind of where it's at grind point? Are guys still going pretty well?
Yeah, so far it's been pretty good. I think there hadn't been a lot of let-ups. That's the key, though. It's, you're not worried about your third week of camp. You're worried about getting through this day and excelling this day. So far they've done a pretty good job, of kind of attacking each day.
I'm sorry if I missed it. What's the biggest thing out of guys like Colin and Will that you want to see the next couple weeks and heading into the season?
Progression. They're not. Nobody's arrived here. I think the biggest thing is just to keep getting better, keep working techniques, to keep working knowledge of the scheme, understanding issues that are presented from the offense, issues within the defense. Every day it's the same approach. How can I get better today?
How valuable at your spot is it to have Mo, since he's really the only one in that group who has, that kind of experience?
Yeah, no, it is valuable, but at the same time, I'm hoping by now that they understand what the practice standards are. That's probably more important, in my opinion. The game should not change, and we all know that's a little bit coach speak because it is different. But at the same time, if your practice habits are really, really strong, the game it just carry over, and you use that extra energy and that extra excitement, as an advantage to you.
He's obviously a leader for not just the whole defense, but team wide. How does that manifest within your room? Within your group of just two positions.
I think the biggest thing with Mo is that he loves the entire process of it, and I think because whenever you have some success on the field, it's easier to be a leader, and it's also kind of a requirement to be a leader. It's hard to be a leader when you don't put in the work on the grass. So, he's been successful under the lights, and the whole process he does a good job with.